What's going on, folks? It's me, Nightstargamer, and this video is a update video. Um, for clarity, I am recording this on December 24th, 2024. I want to just give everyone an update of what's going on in my life. There's been some mention, like I do mentioning it. I do mention it in a couple upcoming videos. I mentioned it, I believe, on my live stream a week ago, and I mentioned it on Twitter and Blue Sky and all that stuff as well. But 2 weeks ago, um, Thursday at 2:15, Thursday the 12th at 2:15 in the morning, my dad passed away. The Wednesday before, I had to go down, say my last goodbyes, and basically decide whether or not my dad lives for, they take him off the life support and he slowly dies sooner, or he is in pain for who knows how long, but eventually it will get to him. So for those who don't know, my dad got cancer. He has stage 4 cancer in his lungs and brain, and he had to go for brain surgery the Monday before he passed. That was a success, but unfortunately he caught pneumonia, and that was more than his body could handle, unfortunately. So yeah, that that kind of threw a lot of my plans for the new year into just, it kind of threw a lot of my initial plans out the window. Um, so due to his passing, I do have to clean up his property. He doesn't own anything, but he was renting, and he's been at his place for 20 years. So you can imagine there's a lot that needs to be done. Um, and I have until the end of January to get his place cleaned up. And it's going to be just a lot of work on my end. There's a lot of stuff I need to sort through, and it's honestly just going to be a lot to handle. And I don't drive, and he lives out of town for me, so I also need to just find means of getting there. So yeah, it's just going to be a lot I need to juggle, and unfortunately, due to the time my dad passed and the holiday season, with it literally being Christmas Eve that I'm recording this, I don't have a lot of time to record, and what I am recording, it's just not going to be enough to be consistent. Um, but yeah, it's just going to be a lot of work. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to let YouTubing and streaming go on the side a little bit. I'm still gonna try to record in between moving sessions, um, just because it does give me a bit of normalcy. And due to me being disabled, I'm not going to be able to move stuff from my dad's place every single day. Uh, because of my physical disabilities, it's just I can't put too much strain without causing further injuries. And if I get more injured, then things are shit out of luck. So I'll still probably be recording, but the thing is, it's not going to be consistent enough for me to warrant posting stuff, because it would just be very sporadic. Um, so yeah, that's just kind of what's happening in the next month. Um, that said, I've also been planning some changes to the channel. And some videos had to be put on the back burner. So the one thing is old series. So I've been playing through Pokemon Red, randomized, doing a Nuzlocke of that, which has been really fun. That's going to continue. And I've been playing through Talos Principle. Both have been really fun to play through. Um, So my initial plan was like the first week of when I come back. It was going to be January. My initial plan. So the first week was just going to be me finishing off those games to start new stuff. Also, my goal was to start posting at least 5 videos a week, which, as I said, it will be put on the back burner for now. But there's been a couple hiccups with that initial plan, mostly with the Talos principle. So I mentioned throughout the series that there's going to be the Star episode, which I'm currently in the process of making. But there's a lot of stars I need to get, and I can't get them all in one sitting. Like, I've already recorded like 3 20 to 40 minute like sections or recordings of me getting the star in A1, A2, and A3. Um, so it's going to take a bit, and if I want to do it how I want to do it, I can't rush it, and I have to get over that part of my brain that won't move on from the series until I finish it. I have to allow myself to work on getting those recordings done on top of making other stuff once I have the time. And so there's going to be the next episode of the Talos Principle of me finishing, I believe, C6 and 7, I believe, like all the levels in those. And then there's gonna probably be a bit of a stretch where there's no Talos Principle because I don't want to rush that video, and I don't want to put all other production on hold until that's done. Um, I've considered bringing the episode up into like 3 different parts that people would prefer. So all the stars for block A, all the stars for block B, all the stars for block C. Um, but I'm not 100% sure. I do kind of just like the idea of having one like mega star episode and then one final episode of me solving the little block star puzzles and essentially choosing an ending. So that's the plan for that. And for the Pokemon Red series, I'm planning on wrapping that up as soon as I can. Um, there's still some grinding I need to do before I record, but I'm excited to finish those 2 series. And when we get back into like a more scheduled, schedule essentially, um, I'm excited to see like what else I stream. I have a few ideas in mind, or not stream, record. But yeah, I have few ideas in mind. I'm also like coming out tomorrow on Christmas will be a Factorial playthrough I'm doing as well. So my plans in the future are going to be Series A being like Monday, 2 days a week. Let's say Monday and Tuesday. Series B will be like Factorial, a longer, more like chill series, and those might be like longer videos, but less edited and just more chill. And then Series C, which would be also like 2 days a week, maybe 3 days a week, and they'll be like a different series. You know what I mean? So kind of like there's bit of a variety. But once again, as I said, those plans have been put on hold, and I'm still thinking out like how I want the episodes to be structured and scheduled, and I'll probably be experimenting with those in the new year. Um, that said, due to the shift to more Let's Play YouTube oriented stuff. One more thing before I get to that topic. I do want to also start making more reviews and retrospectives and stuff like that. So not just doing strictly Let's Plays. I've been uploading my Pokemon tier list, and those have been fun to record. I originally before my dad passed away, had plans to record a my favorite games of the year for 2024. Not games that specifically came out, but games that I played for the first time in 2024. I was working on a script, getting stuff planned, but my dad's been fighting cancer for like 3 months now. So in preparation, because I knew his brain surgery was coming up, I did record a bunch of Factorial episodes, or at least one for Christmas, or two or so, and then after my dad passed, I recorded another Factorial episode to kind of take up that extra space. Um, but yeah, so that video's also been put on the back burner, any retrospectives as well, which I do still want to do. But as I said, things are being put on hold. Um, that said, because I have more plans for the future, more video plans for the new year, more Let's Plays, I think I'm gonna cut back a little bit on live streaming. Um, at least initially. Maybe once I figure out a good way to balance stuff, I'll stream more. But I think I want to leave streaming for very specific games. Um, I think streaming might be good for, um, like for some like story games. Like I've been playing through the Yakuza game. I played through 3 and 4 this year on stream, and I'm thinking next year playing through 5 and 6, and maybe at some point revisiting 0, 1, and 2 on stream for you guys. I'll replay them, but for people who have been watching my story playthroughs of them, they can get my perspective on those as well. I don't know if I'll do those next year because they're pretty hefty games, but that's kind of the plan. So games like that, I kind of had the idea to play like Ghost of Tsushima. That's one of those games I played a while ago in my own time. I really enjoyed it, but then just it fell through the cracks. Um, so games that are kind of story based, maybe a little longer, but I can just kind of chill, chat with the audience, um, and I might even play through like I was thinking about playing through like Dark Souls 3, like playing through like all the FromSoft games on stream as well, just to kind of like share those experiences because those are some of my favorite games. Um, so yeah, I have like a very specific idea for games to stream, and maybe mixed in, I'll stream some like more casual stuff, right? Sometimes I don't want to like stress and play like a very combat focused game, so maybe I'll play some like Stardew Valley, or I've been playing through like Luma Island. So games like that are very casual and chill. So those are like my plan for streams, either story focused games or very chill games. And I also want to try and dabble a bit more in art streams as well. I probably won't do art streams every week, just because I don't want to oversaturate with art streams. And as I said, if I'm cutting back on streaming 1 to 2 days a week, um, I don't want to force myself into a set schedule. I learned in the past that if I force myself to only play, let's say, game A on like Wednesdays, let's say, and game B on Tuesdays, it definitely impacts my mood if I am not, let's say I want, just stream art on Thursdays, let's say. If I'm not really in the mood to stream art at that time, I don't like forcing myself to do that, or same as playing a game. Um, so those aren't gonna really have like fully like solid schedules, but they're just going. But like the days I do stream, those are kind of where I'm aiming towards. Like one maybe 2 hour streams a month, and maybe a more story focused series. And then with um, then when I upload those to the VODs channel, they won't really be edited very well, or they won't have a lot of edits. But then my Let's Plays will have a bit more editing to them. Um, but then there will be like that one series that's just kind of loose, which would be for now Factorial. Um, but yeah, those are kind of my initial plans, and then sprinkled throughout like once a month, I would aim for. having some sort of uh, like review perspective, something along those lines. Um, but once again, I'm still dipping my toes back into the YouTube streaming game. I do mostly just do this for fun. I don't make anything off these. It's just for fun. But just keep that in mind going forward. That's kind of the plan I have for this year. Still loose. I still haven't really had time to sit down and figure out what my goals are for the new year. So kind of just keep that in like the back of your mind, okay? Um, but yeah, that's just kind of it. Um, that's kind of just what I wanted to like get off my chest. I figured it's easier for me to make like a quick 15-minute video, do a quick recording saying what I have in mind instead of like a bunch of tweets and social media posts. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope everyone has a good holiday season. Hope everyone's 2025s are great, and you know that I'm hoping, at least for me, the new year's going to be better, because these past 2 years have been a real rough time for me. But yeah, I'll end this here. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the new year and in the next couple upcoming videos. And until next time, bye for now.